Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make an absolutely delicious tomato soup. So for our first step, we're going to need to gather all our ingredients. So for this recipe, we're going to need some water, a potato, a tomato, some tomato flavored potato chips, and some bread. And for your materials, you're going to need a cutting board, some water, one small bowl, one large bowl, one plastic container, a spoon, a knife, a peeler, and a hammer. After you've gathered your ingredients, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill your bowl about 2/3 of the way with your water. So just take your bowl and pour in. You don't need an exact measurement, you just need to roughly say, yep, that would be about good. Now, step 3 is to peel and cut your potato. So to peel your potato, what you're going to want to do is grab the potato and gently graze over it with the potato peeler. Now this should take a little bit of time, but that's no problem. Great. Now that you have your potato peeled, you're going to want to cut it. So what you're going to want to do is grab your potato, make sure you don't stick your fingers out, otherwise you'll cut yourself, and just gently rock your knife back and forth, and soon enough you'll have a nice cut potato. And now after you have your potato cut, you're going to want to cut them again in half. Great. Now that you have your potatoes cut, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put them in your second bowl that you have not filled with water. Great. Now let's move on to the next step. So the next step is to prepare your tomato. Now preparing a tomato can be very different from preparing a potato. So you're going to want to move into a location like a sink or a bathtub or somewhere where you can get something messy. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab your hammer. And then with that hammer, all you're going to need to do is just if the tomato falls out of the container, don't worry. All you need to do is just put the tomato back into the container. You want to keep hitting it until it kind of explodes. So if it's not exploding, just keep whacking at it, and soon you should be good. So now that you've softened your tomato, the next thing you're going to want to do is cut it. So you're going to want to grab your cutting board and just put your tomato on that. Now this part is a lot like chopping the potato, as you're just going to want to take your knife, hold down the tomato, and just do some nice, clean, soft strokes. Great, so now you've done that, you're going to want to take out your seeds. So just what you do is you just kind of get your knife in there and rip them out. Right, so now that you've gotten your tomato cut up, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the usable bits and just add them to your bowl full of tomatoes. After we've prepared our tomato, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to prepare our potato chips. So you're going to want to lay the chips on its side and take your hammer. And with your hammer, you're just going to want to lightly whip up. You want to make a small crumble, so don't hit it too hard. Otherwise, chips will fly everywhere. So just lightly tap everywhere. And after that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the bowl that you filled with water, just open the bag, and just pour all your bits in there. Look at that. Doesn't that just look incredible? Now that you have the chips in with the water, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your potatoes and tomatoes and put them in there with the chips. So what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to take your spoon and just scrape it all in. And then just mix it around. Now that everything is mixed together, you're going to want to put your soup into the oven and then set the timer for about 3 hours. And while you're waiting, here's something you can do to make your soup taste even better. Everybody knows that soup goes great with a nice toasted bread. So here's my way on how to make the perfect toasted bread. It's actually really simple. All you're going to need to do is leave the bread in the microwave for exactly 6 minutes and 21 seconds. Now that the time is up, we get to check on our soup. How great does that look? Great, now it's time for a taste test. Let's try this out. Look at that. Looks absolutely amazing, doesn't it? Oh no.